Hey Falcons fans, hold onto your hats. This offseason's got more twists than a prime Julio Jones route, and I'm here to unpack it all with you. Picture this, a draft so bold it's got Arthur Blank's fingerprints all over it, with moves that could either rocket us to the playoffs or leave us picking up the pieces. And then, here's the kicker, there's a sneaky signing nobody's talking about yet, a kid who could be the next big steal for Atlanta. Curious? You should be. I'm diving deep into the Falcons' high-stakes draft and a diamond in the rough edition that's got me buzzing. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's ride this roller coaster together. Trust me, you won't want to miss a second. But first, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, don't wait. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Only 1% of viewers actually subscribe. Let's change that. A small action that makes a huge difference. Arthur Blank's draft power play, all in or all wrong? Let's start with the big picture. Our 2025 draft was a straight-up fireworks show, and owner Arthur Blank's the one lighting the fuse. ESPN's Mark Raimondi spilled the tea after Blank chewed out GM Terry Fontenot and coach Raheem Morris for last year's 8-9 flop. The front office went full win-now mode. Fontenot, who's got a flair for drama, remember the Michael Penix Jr. stunner after signing Kirk Cousins, cranked it up again, and Blank's pushing the pedal. The result? A draft haul headlined by Tennessee edge rusher James Pierce Jr., but it came at a cost that's got fans buzzing and critics sharpening their knives. Here's the deal. To snag Pierce at number 7, Atlanta traded their 15th pick, a second-rounder, and a 2026 third. Pierce is a freak. Think 10 sacks, 15 tackles for loss in 24, a 6 feet 5 inches missile off the edge. Pair him with Arnold Ebiketie, and our pass rush could finally stop being a punchline. But that price tag? Steep. Some say it's Blank's desperation talking. After 7 years without playoffs, he's not messing around. If Pierce becomes the next Von Miller, we're golden. If he busts, Fontenot's job could be toast, and Blank's meddling, shades of his Matt Ryan-era loyalty, might haunt us. It's a high-risk, high-reward gamble, and I'm torn. On one hand, I love the aggression, go big or go home, right? On the other, trading that much for one guy when our secondary's leaking and our O-line's shaky? That's a good check. This isn't new, Blank's been bold before. The Penix pick last year, despite Cousins' $100 million deal, was his call, for reporter Mark Zeno. It paid off when Penix balled out late in 24, 750 yards, 6 TDs and 3 starts, while Cousins fizzled. But pressure cooker moves like this can backfire. Fontenot's playing chess with his job on the line, and Blank's looming shadow doesn't help. If we miss the playoffs again, 2020 SIXS draft might have new faces calling the shots. Fans, what's your take? Is Blank's all-in vibe genius or reckless? I'm hyped but nervous. Let's keep peeling this onion. The hidden gem, a running back ready to steal the show. Now, let's shift gears to the part that's got me grinning ear to ear, a signing that's flying under the radar but could be pure gold. The Falcons scooped up 11 undrafted free agents after a lean 5-pick draft, and one name's got my spidey senses tingling, Michigan State running back Nate Carter. This kid's a what-if story that could turn into a hell-yeah moment for Atlanta, and I'm here to tell you why he's got the juice to make us forget the draft capital we just burned. Carter's no stranger to big dreams. At UConn in 22, he rumbled for 983 yards and 3 TDs, averaging over 5 yards a carry, shades of a young Bijan Robinson. At Michigan State, his O-line was a sieve, but he still churned out 798 yards and 4 TDs in 23, then 499 yards and 5 scores in 24, stuck at 4.3 yards per touch. Not eye-popping, right? But then came his pro day, boom. A 40-inch vertical, 23 reps at 225, and a blistering 4.37 40-yard dash. Those are top 2 RB numbers at the combine, folks. He's a 5 feet 10 inches, 200-pound spark plug with breakaway speed and power, screaming untapped potential. If he'd had Alabama's line, we'd be talking first-round buzz. Why is this a big deal? Our run game's solid. Bijan and Tyler Algier combined for 1,800 yards last year, but depth's thin, and we need a home run threat. Carter's the perfect fit, a hungry UDFA with a chip on his shoulder, ready to spell Bijan and pop off 60-yarders. Think Julio Jones' 2011 breakout, 131 yards, 2 TDs against Indy, pure electricity. Carter's got that same watch this vibe. He's joining a backfield with Penix, who's slinging to Drake London and Darnell Mooney. Defenses will stack the box, and Carter could feast on the edges. Plus, he's got Kirk Cousins as a locker room mentor, even if Kirk's riding the bench. If Carter hits, he's a steal, our own Kenneth Walker 3, minus the draft cost. Connecting the dots, Blank's vision meets Carter's hunger. Here's where it gets juicy. Blank's aggressive draft and Carter's signing are two sides of the same coin, a franchise betting big on now and tomorrow. Blank's pushing Fontenot to chase stars like Pierce, echoing the bold trade for Julio in 11, 5 picks to jump 21 spots, landing a Hall of Famer. That move gave us 7 Pro Bowls, 300-yard games, and a Super Bowl toe tap we'll never forget. Pierce could be that kind of needle mover, turning our defense into a nightmare and keeping Penix clean. But Carter? He's the underdog flip side, the scrappy UDFA who embodies Atlanta's grit. Think Julio chasing down DBs as a two-way beast. If Pierce is Blank's splashy headline, Carter's the fine print that could steal the show. This connection's got my heart racing. Blank's win-now mentality risks it all. Fontenot's trading future picks like they're Pokemon cards, and if Pierce flops, we're screwed. But Carter's low-risk, high-reward profile balances it out. He's got nothing to lose, just like the Falcons in 11 when they bet on Julio and sparked a golden era. If Carter breaks out, say, 600 yards and 5 TDs as a rookie, we're not just a playoff team, we're a vibe, a team that finds gems where others see scraps. It's Blank's big picture vision meeting the hustle of a kid who's one block away from stardom. Doesn't that give you chills? The stakes, Atlanta's make or break moment. Zoom out, Falcons fam, this offseason's a tightrope walk. Blank's fingerprints scream urgency, no more 8 to 9, no more almost. Pierce could be the pass rush savior we've begged for since John Abraham. Carter could be the spark that makes our offense unstoppable, a la Julio's 70-yard TD mossing Luke Kuechly in 15. But if we whiff, if Pierce is a bust, if Carter can't crack the rotation, we're staring at another lost year, maybe a new GM, and Blank's legacy taking a hit. The beauty? It's all on the line, and we're in it together. This is Atlanta, grit, gamble, and glory. Your call, who's the X Factor? So, what's it gonna be, Falcons Nation? Is Blank's all-in draft the rocket fuel we need, or a crash waiting to happen? Can Nate Carter be our next UDFA legend, stealing hearts like Julio's 300-yard days? Drop your takes in the comments. I'm begging for your hot takes. Pierce or bust? Carter the next big thing? Smash that like, share this with every dirty bird you know, and let's argue 2025's our year, and we're not backing down. Go Falcons!